Oh no, oh no, oh no, yo yo yo, oh no you didn't. Sucker tried to play me, but he never paid me, never. Oh no you didn't. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today. Earth 2 update video. There's so much to go over. I was going to read a little bit more into the Libra coin, but I had so much feedback saying how if you do this and this, then it doesn't make sense. It was a little unclear last time about the process. So after you copy the block ID from the property, you put it into the Etherscan. So that's the first step. You put that number in the Etherscan, you press search, and then a new number comes out at the bottom. You take that number, that's the number you put into the DM scan, DIEM, and that is what's going to give you it's a 7-digit number, and it'll say something about Libra coin. Now, people are just saying, well, I could type in any 7-digit number and it does that. Yes, because there are only less than 10 million 7-digit numbers, 9,999,999. And there are probably at least that many that have been mined as far as tiles go. But I'm not really here to talk about that today. A lot of what people have been concerned with saying, like, well, that's not really consistent with a partnership with Facebook. And Facebook probably wouldn't want to do it because this and this. So I'm here to address a lot of those concerns. Most of this is just my opinion, not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, although my other job is what I do. But for this game, this is just specifically what I'm doing. And the things that I do are based off the things that I say. Now, before I go into Facebook's partnership or potential partnership with E2, I'm going to first tell you guys a little bit about Microsoft and Apple. And not them specifically right now, although now Apple is the biggest American company on the stock exchange, valued at like over $2 trillion. Tesla will get there shortly, next couple of years, surpass them this decade. But having said that, it was not always that case for Apple. Apple in the 90s was hurting a lot. Microsoft had 90% market share. Apple's computers, all that they had, 10% market share, and most people use computers at that time for business, not use it for pleasure. If you were lucky you had one for pleasure and you had dial-up internet, it just was not a good thing. But everything came with Windows, Microsoft's Windows. So what they did was they had bought Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was not even at the company at this time. He was let go in 1985. He wasn't even let go. They forced him out. And when they groveled back to him, trying to hire him to say, like, please save our company, because they were losing money by the billions. By the billions 26 years ago. Billions. So they couldn't even afford to pay Steve Jobs. He had to take his compensation via stock. I don't even know how much he got, how many shares he got, but whatever it was not enough because he saved that company. But he alone did not save that company. Why I've been mentioning Microsoft and Bill Gates is because Bill Gates at the time, since 1993, had the U.S. Justice Department ready to file like an antitrust suit against him, saying like, you have a monopoly. You're too powerful, cornering the market. America's not about monopolies. So what did he do? He went, him and Steve Jobs talked, and they set out a deal where Bill Gates of Microsoft would purchase 150 million shares of Apple shares, non-voting shares. And then when he announced it, Bill got mixed reviews or whatever. A lot of people were booing him. But Bill Gates basically saved that company by putting in how much money he did. Now, why did he do that? You say, like, Bill Gates could have cornered the market because of what I mentioned before. U.S. Justice Department, literally like 2 years later, when they started to build their case in 1993, had him, similar to what they had with Mark Zuckerberg, they had him in Congress for like a 3-day hearing. And he basically said, okay, listen, guys, I'm literally propping up my competition. I'm literally taking hundreds of millions of dollars of my company's money, and I am saving the only competition I have. He basically gave them the middle finger and told them to go heck off. That's what he did. And after that, they said, okay, we'll leave him alone. Now, why am I telling you guys a 3-minute story about things that seemingly have nothing to do with this? Because that is a historic example of how bigger companies go out and they prop up smaller companies. Now, having said that, a lot of people say, like, well, Facebook has Horizon. Anyone that doesn't know, Horizon has been a project. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed by Mark Zuckerberg and by Facebook for more than half a decade now. They had a trailer for it last year, basically saying alternate reality world, augmented reality via the Oculus Rift, but it just never came out. That virtual reality world is just something that they couldn't do for whatever reason, unsure why. They certainly had the capital, they certainly had the budget. Whatever reason, it's just been shelved. So outside of that, maybe they had an inkling, because again, the developers of Earth 2 have said, like, you would not believe who we're talking to and who we're partnering with right now. Now, they've already said it's not Logan Paul. They did not know who he was until we basically blew him up last week, 2 weeks ago. That doesn't mean that Logan Paul's not in the game. I'm pretty sure he is. The evidence seems to point that way. But that leaves, okay, well, who are they partnering with? If Pokemon's partnering with, Katy Perry and Post Malone, okay, well, who's in this arena? Facebook's a good bet, considering what we found out last video of the huge potential. And again, evidence leads towards the way of us using cryptocurrency, us using Facebook's cryptocurrency. So it makes sense for Facebook to say, like, hey, because they were already brought, at least Mark Zuckerberg was, to Congress about, it was other things. It wasn't really related to monopoly type things, but they were gunning for him. And a lot of the politicians just did not understand technology at all. They just did not. That's why Mark Zuckerberg had to shut down Libra in the first place. Shut that down. And when, as he's changing it over to Diem, says, like, okay, let's get regulatory approval from everyone else before we launch this. It is set to launch this year, 2021. Now, Facebook already bought WhatsApp. That is the most popular. It's better than Viber. I don't want to say it's better than Viber. It's just the more popular than Viber, Signal, or anything else. And they bought Instagram. So they are not a monopoly, because obviously there's still Snapchat, there's still TikTok, but they bought WhatsApp and they bought Instagram, two of the other most popular sites. Zuck is a beast. He keeps adapting. Now he might be thinking in his mind, well, they already brought me into Congress for this, this, and this. They are probably going to try their hand at me saying I'm a monopoly because I have so much market share. So what's it going to do? Oh, hey, here's this gaming company that not only would be seen as a competitor to me via social media, but their users could also help launch this cryptocurrency that I've been trying to work on for years. Sold. He will throw as much money as possible, which he doesn't need to. He does not need to. But him letting us, the E2 users, mine for his cryptocurrency, like, as we mine for resources, we are also mining for cryptocurrency, potentially. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense for Facebook to partner up. And for those people saying, like, I don't want Facebook in this because of this, this, and this, X, Y, and Z reasons, I don't believe the developers are going to give up any control of the company. They just might want to use the servers, might want to use the cryptocurrency. That's it. Like, that is it. They probably do not want to give up any, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to give up any part of the company either, no matter how much Elon Musk tried, no matter how much Mark Zuckerberg wanted to pay me. Yeah, no, because that's their brand, and this could. Someone asked me if this could make the users billionaires. Billion's a lot of money. Can it make us millionaires? Absolutely, absolutely. I guarantee within before this year ends, you'll see your first E2 millionaire. Aria Realty is already halfway there. So I guarantee that's what will happen. My millionaire, probably, somebody you've seen on my office, probably won't be until I'm 35, maybe 34, depending on how things go. Won't be all of E2. I got more than halfway there before. I got about halfway there before E2 was in my life. Having said that, the developers could become multi-billionaires because of this game. Again, it's a little bit of speculation, but based on everything that I'm reading into this, in the social media aspect, the users, and again, when Facebook advertise it. And this has only been advertised on Facebook, and other people have said, okay, no, Chavez, I've seen it advertised on Instagram. Okay, well, Facebook owns Instagram, so that makes sense. And, I've been going out on Twitter. I've been tweeting every day about this game, multiple times a day. And when we have things like that, the user base that Facebook, Instagram has, just not even the coin, the cryptocurrency in general, but to say like, hey, these are, this is a new game that's coming out, and it has the platform of the Oculus Quest 2 already for Facebook. So they have that, which I think you can get for a couple $100. I thought it was like $600. Apparently it's like half that price, which is great. It means a lot of people can get it. But even that, you don't even need that. Computer, laptop, maybe even a Chromebook, cell phone. They said we're going to be able to use this on. Now, outside of that, I forget what I was going to... Oh, yeah, so they have that, people just coming in from the game. And for the game, you're just going to have so much user base going up. But that's not including the people that are going to come in and try to buy Libra just because it's crypto. Crypto is just some magic word. People are like, oh, have you heard of B? Have you heard of Pi? Have you heard of, this and that? Everyone's trying to be the next Bitcoin. I think Ethereum's probably as close as people are going to get. But having said that, all of the other cryptocurrencies, they made their crypto first without any type of government regulation. Facebook's DM has gone all throughout the world already in preparation for this ever since Libra got shut down, I think in 2017 or 2019. Getting ready, changing it from Libra to Diem. And that is, I think I remember, and companies do that all the time. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, they're changing their name just because the other one was like illegal. Like, not legal, just companies do that all the time. Like Quickstar did that, and they became Amway. And if anyone sees, like, where's Orlando Magic play? The Amway Arena. So companies change their name. At some point, I have Chavez Trading Company, I have Chavez Canto Project. This next company, I don't know what it'll be, but I might just make a holding company to buy the other companies. Like, just because you change your name, a lot of times for accounting, for easier stuff. So just because Libra was changed to Diem or is changed to Diem doesn't mean that it was failed. One, it never started. It's going to be launched this year. That's what they say, as per the white papers on it that came out 2 months ago. So that's my just market analysis on it, as far as trying to why Facebook would want to prop up. And it's not even that they're propping up a failing thing. Like, Apple was losing billions each year for multiple years. And they were going to die. They had like less than 3 months of cash before they ran out. E2 is flush with cash. We've given them so much money. But having said that, like, if Facebook wants to say, like, hey, we're going to give you this, and this, these options, and prop you up, because that means that U.S. government can't go to Facebook and say, like, nope, you're a monopoly. It's like, but we're not a monopoly. We're doing this, and this for these companies. Earth 2 being one of them, which could be seen as a competitor. Will it be an actual competitor to Facebook? Not for a little while. I mean, will this get a couple million users this year? Yeah, absolutely. Probably 10 million users. Because again, 250,000 is not that much. I mean, it's enough to make some of us pretty wealthy. It's enough to make a splash, a good splash. But once this reaches, in the tens of millions, which I think it will this year, I wouldn't say that's a competitor. Like, again, Facebook's on a whole other level, like billions. But yeah, this is pretty insane. So either way, guys, just my market analysis. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Class dismissed. Meow, 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 meow.